Do you ever think to yourself, I don't really know what I'm doing with my life? You wake up every day not feeling like getting out of bed, and you go through your days lacking passion, going on autopilot, feeling inauthentic and lost. And deep inside you know that there's a more authentic path that you could follow. A path that would fulfill you and make you feel excited to wake up every day. But there's just one problem. You don't know what that path is. You don't know what your purpose is. Now, I made this video to solve this problem, to help you discover your purpose in life. In this video, I will be explaining you everything you need to know about finding your purpose. Now, before we can go discuss about discovering your purpose, we must first understand what a purpose really is. And to do this, let's look at a simple diagram. Now, this whole canvas represents all the ways that you could be living your life right now. And we're going to start adding conditions to it in order to construct a map that you can follow to discover your purpose. Now, the first condition to your purpose is that you're spending time on activity or activities that you really love and enjoy doing. These activities bring you intrinsic joy. Now, if you are unsure about what you enjoy doing, then don't worry. We're going to go through that later in this video. But why is this really so important for purpose? Well, the obvious reason is that the whole point of your purpose is to live a fulfilling life where you enjoy and are excited about the activities that you do every day. But the other, less obvious reason links to our second condition to purpose, that your purpose is something that you're good at. And that's because what you enjoy doing and what you're good at are inherently linked together. You see, the way you become good at something is spending a lot of time doing it. And if you're not really enjoying doing something, the chances of you sticking to it long term are slim. Now, there's also a possibility that you're good at something right now, but you don't really enjoy doing it that much. And this is usually the case if you've been spending your life doing something, not because you enjoy doing it, but because of something you gain through it. And there are many ways this can happen. And a really common one is that your current path was chosen by someone else for you. Maybe it was your parents, maybe it was your teachers, or you might have followed the opinions of other kids or other people doing things that are cool or trendy. Or it might be the case that you follow the path of someone else, perhaps a friend, to follow them through life. But what I really want you to know is that it's never too late to start doing things that you truly enjoy yourself. And eventually, if you just stick to this one thing that you enjoy doing, you will become good at it. It's just a matter of time. Now, so far we have focused on your side of your purpose, doing something you enjoy and doing something you're good at. And you could technically do this for a while and really enjoy it, but at some point you would inevitably run out of money. And unfortunately, we live in a world where you need money to survive. You need money to buy food, have a home, have shelter, and maintain the quality of your life that you want to have. So your purpose also needs to take this into account. And therefore, the condition number 3 is that your purpose is something that you can get paid doing. Now, there is a chance that you already know what you love doing and you're also good at it, but for whatever reason you're not making it your vocation, your source of income. And usually the reason is that you just simply get paid too well to switch careers, or you cannot afford switching careers because you would lose the income that you're getting right now, and you would have to sacrifice your current level of income and quality of life. Now, if you have just recently discovered what you love doing, you're not really that good at it yet, then I would recommend you to spend time of doing it as a hobby, just keeping on to your normal day job and just improving on the side until you get good enough that you can actually switch careers and start doing that full time. But if you're good enough right now that you could basically earn money doing what you love, then here are some mindset shifts that you should take into account. And number one is that when you're really good at something, you can actually earn a high income no matter what that thing is. And this is because your value is not determined by what you do, but it's determined by how much value you actually put on yourself and how good you do your job. Obviously, the better you are at something, the more you can earn doing it. And you will become better at something by spending more time on it. So, if you're considering changing careers and focusing on what you love, I would highly recommend it because you get the chance to really spend your time and focus on that thing to become even better and to earn as much as you currently do or even more, simply because you're more passionate and putting in more time to become good at what you're doing. And if you're really expert, a master at something and you're not getting paid enough or paid according to your standards, it might be because you're targeting the wrong customers. Now the second point is that when you're actually working for someone else, you usually get paid a fraction of your true value for the company. And it's because a function of business is to make a profit. They simply cannot afford to pay you your full worth, or they wouldn't make any profit doing that. Now to compensate this, companies usually provide you with safety, comfort, and security. So when choosing whether to stay working in a company or working for yourself as an entrepreneur, for example, it's not really a question of whether you will earn more or not. It's a question of how much you're willing to pay for comfort. And finally, the third point to consider is how much you're willing to sacrifice not doing what you love. And really audit your life honestly, asking yourself, am I truly passionate about my life right now? Am I truly happy and satisfied with my life, what I'm doing right now? And you have to realize that you only have this one life. So are you making every day count? Or are you currently pushing living your true life through authentic purpose into the future? Perhaps to a time that you're retired, when things are better, when you're ready to make the change. And realize that you could be living your life right now excited to wake up every day, and it all comes down to what you choose to do. And in general, it all boils down to this one question: are you choosing to not live your purpose because it's impossible, or because you're stuck in the comfort zone? So far we have now our 3 cornerstones of purpose: what you love to do, what you're good at doing, and what you can get paid for doing. Now, these 3 factors are really great already on themselves. You can really live a fulfilling and exciting life just by following these 3 cornerstones. But you might still find yourself feeling empty. You might start to feel that you want to make an impact in the world. And this is actually something that you can expect when your life is amazing in all other aspects. You already kind of have everything you could ever want. So the way to make your life even more great, even more enjoyable, is by creating value and meaning and impact to other people and the world. Now, no matter what your passion is, you can really use it to create an impact in the world. In fact, the positive impact may even come as a consequence of you providing value to people that they're willing to pay for. And that's because people usually pay for you solving problems for them. Now, the reason I listed this as the last thing is that in order for you to be genuinely interested about solving large problems for humanity and create an impact, you must be in a place where you're not really lacking anything within yourself. You might have heard this before: you have to help yourself before you help others. And this isn't actually selfishness. It's recognizing that as long as you're lacking something within yourself, your inspiration to create an impact is hijacked by your self-serving motives. For example, you might claim that you're interested in solving a large-scale problem in the world and create an impact, But when you actually do some honest introspection, you realize that it's coming from a place of wanting or desiring validation from other people. So when it comes to doing something that the world needs, let this come with time. Let this come on its own weight. First, focus on the 3 more important aspects. And once those 3 are in place, you may or may not feel the calling to make the world a better place through your actions. Now, if these 4 aspects of purpose sound familiar to you, they are in fact a part of a Japanese philosophy of purpose and living a fulfilling life called Ikigai. So far we have discussed about what purpose really is, but we haven't really discussed how to discover your purpose. And that is what we're gonna do for the rest of this video. Now, when it comes to being good at something, that really boils down to spending a lot of time on it. A general rule of thumb is that you master a skill after you've spent around 10,000 hours on it. And there's definitely ways you can speed up the process, which are topics for whole another videos. Also, being paid to do something comes down to being good at it. But you can also boost this by learning marketing and sales skills to really sell your abilities to solve problems for others. But this is also a topic for a whole another video. But what I really want to touch on in this video is how to discover what you love doing, since this is the ultimate condition to your purpose. If you don't love what you're doing, then you're not likely going to spend time to learn to become good at it. Now, what makes this tricky is that there's a real difference between what you really love doing and what you like doing just because you gain something out of it. So when deciding what you love doing, you have to really ask yourself 3 important questions. What would I choose to do if I had all the money in the world? What would I choose to do if I had all the validation in the world? And what would I choose to do if no matter what I did, I would never succeed in what I do? Now, what the purpose of these questions is that they eliminate the outcome from deciding what you love doing. And I really encourage you to pause the video right now, get a pen and paper, and really write down answers to all these 3 questions. Now, when coming up with ideas of what you love doing, it's possible that you don't really have that many life experiences to know what you love. And if that's the case, my recommendation is to actually try new things and go outside your comfort zone to really try things out and find what you enjoy doing. For example, if you haven't tasted ice cream and you're asked which flavor do you like, you don't really have an answer. So you first have to try a bunch of flavors before you can tell which one is your favorite. So again, pause the video right now and write down 10 things that you're going to try in the near future. Now, the reality is that you don't really have to start from a blank slate either. You have X years of experience in life, doing things, trying things out. So what you can do is a past audit. Go through your whole life using intervals of 5 years, so ages 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15 and so on, and try to really remember which activities you enjoyed doing during those years, and also which activities you really despise and didn't like doing. And this is because you can use a process of elimination to also learn what you enjoy doing by eliminating all the things you don't like doing. So once again, pause the video right now and go through your whole life, intervals of 5 years, writing down what you enjoyed doing and what you hated doing. And there you have it. Let's quickly recap what we went through in this video. So your purpose consists of 4 factors. It's what you love doing, what you're good at, what you can be paid for doing, and what the world needs. And knowing what you love doing is the most important aspect of your purpose, because loving what you do makes you invest more time into it, and that on the other hand drives you becoming better at it. And it also means that you can sell yourself, you can sell what you're doing to make money with it. Now, to discover your purpose, you can ask yourself questions that eliminate the outcome from the equation. Questions such as, what would I choose to do if I had all the money in the world? What would I choose to do if I had all the validation in the world? And what would I choose to do if, no matter what I did, I would never become successful? And if you don't have lots of life experiences, just try a bunch of things out. See what you like or dislike. And finally, you can audit your life, make a past audit, and see what activities you enjoyed in your past and what activities you disliked in your past. Now, the next step is to start following this advice I just gave you. Really put it into practice, because that's how you really create results. That's how you really create and find your purpose. And you can really start changing your life and start living a life that is more exciting, more fulfilling for you and satisfying. And if you found this video useful, I would highly appreciate you subscribing to my channel and giving this video a like. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.